Happy Friday, everybody. I know we're going into holiday weekend, so I like to get some things out there earlier if I can. Stay ahead of my calendar. Love doing that. All right. First bad news, right? So the bad news is that every single day, 5,000 military and service members are out there looking for our veterans and service members. Oh, geez, military and veterans. There we go. Thank you. Military and veterans are looking for one item on Google. One item. And that is a VA calculator. So imagine 5,000 civilians calling for 911 every day and being ignored, and the phone just rings and rings and rings. America would lose their fucking mind, which is appropriate, and it would be unfucked quickly. Good news is I'm going to give you some tips that you can do today. Top 3 things you can do today for yourself and other people out there. So when I say things like number one chapter in the book that's coming out in the next week or two on Amazon, first 5 fucks to give. Number 1, faith. Everything is through him. Number 2 is about your team, because evil has a team stealing from you. Number 3 is finally talking about money. Evil has a team taking from you. And if, just for an example, if the VA paid for drama and trauma, why aren't widows getting paid all their money? Okay, that's who you're dealing with. So I'm a for-profit, so I can help you on for years. Start with me, stay with me for years. So I'm going to tell you top 3 things you guys can do today to get moving on your money, your veteran money, and start working on your fulfillment and abundance. Because our Heavenly Father has said, hey, this abundance is yours. But that's what's crazy about good and evil. The evil only takes from good people who don't do any better and don't know any better. And I need you to understand, that's why I go with number 1 chapter is faith, that everything is through him. He has provided us abundance, but 2 things. He's provided us abundance and also free will. So what that means is you're in control and you've got the most powerful, that's it, most powerful in your corner. But it's up to you to flip that switch. That's what free will is. It's so crazy. And that's how I'm able to tell you this stuff every day. And just because I don't let negative stuff stick to me. And I'm like, all right, Father, you take the fear and let me go talk to these people and that sort of thing. So, but this is your abundance. You have the ability to take back control. And the subtitle of my book for you guys is, at least the first part of it, is The Brutal Truth. So the brutal truth. And so I'm a former medevac pilot. So I'm just here to help get you from where you are now to a better level of care as quickly and compliantly as humanly possible here. Top 3 things you can do, and this is not in any particular order, but and there's 2 types of clients that I work with. So there's the younger folks that are in uniform still, maybe you're young E5 or something like that, plan on making a career. Good. You need to know that you can be made whole early. You've got a lot of power. So when I'm saying things like pay yourself first, that doesn't mean you'll see what I'm going to talk about here in a second. But there's a way to be made whole. That's a goal for youngsters. Get made whole. For us older folks that are out of uniform or even part-timers, I want to make up. You can't make up for lost time. So rather than being made whole, I want to make you right. Make you right from now on. I need you guys to know that stuff first. So the back of my book is going to have, currently we're just thinking of 3 things for you guys to know and do. And some of them aren't completed and out in front of you guys yet. So I just want to let you know that if it's not out there and you're not seeing it, that's okay. You can just start learning something real fast. So we're going to have on 3 things that are happening right now. One of them is we're putting together, and again, these are in no particular order for a reason, that number 1, step 1, go to my website. As you scroll down, step 1, you'll find it. There's a video where I tell you guys how to pay yourself. So that's getting your back pay clock started. So this is information for people who are not my clients, even if you don't want to be my client. you're still going to gain value from this. And I'm pointing over here for a reason. That's where my website and stuff is on a different screen. So pardon my if I'm confusing you. Go to my website. Pay yourself. Scroll all the way down the bottom. There's 2 groups there. 5F's Nations. One's LinkedIn, one's Facebook. Join those. Like, share, comment, be nice. I follow God's rules. Love what he loves, hate what he hates. Love what he loves, bring joy to others. Hate what he hates, evil. So evil is stealing all your money and your fulfillment. I'm here to help you. God has sent me here to help you get your fulfillment and your abundance back on track. So again, whether you're young, 18, 20-year-old in uniform or 50 or 60 or whatever, we'll get you squared away. So pay yourself first, join the groups. There's a checklist that's coming out. We've already done, we've got a quiz too. So the checklist, once it's completed, which we're naming it currently like top 10 things that you can do today for yourself. Top 10 today checklist. And once that's completed, because we're working on it, we're fine-tooth combing some of the tiny parts. But there's things that you need to know about. And they're already out there, but they're out there in places that I control. So it's things like, again, pay yourself, make sure you get your back pay clock started. You want to know things like about a pay chart. We all know about pay charts. Pay on the E5, family of 4. Yep, 5 years. There we go. Boom. That's what I should get paid. The VA doesn't have a pay chart. That's why I'm pointing you guys to my groups, because I have green bubbles. You can't miss the green bubbles picture that I've got in there. And also a pay chart that I created a couple years back. So you'll see it from 10 feet away. Oh my gosh, that's out there. That's my money. I should go get that. Yes. That's being stolen from me. Mm-hmm. Yep. Right now it is. What else am I thinking of there? So we're talking about quiz, a checklist. So we started calling it a high level quiz. I think we're going to end up going with a VA, because VA doesn't just mean VA healthcare, VA, it means Veterans Affairs. So whether in uniform or out of uniform, you're earning money that now is being stolen from you by evil, and fulfillment that's being stolen from you. So as soon as you entered the service and went under contract, you became eligible towards, the VA calls it like benefits. Well, it's life-changing money and life-changing benefits. They don't use that life-changing part, because if you knew it was life-changing, you'd be like, what the hell? Well, I need to know about this earlier. Well, that's what I'm telling you, life-changing. All right, so life-changing. There's a quiz. It's gonna, again, there's a lot of folks out there who are trying to help a neighbor, and as you guys know, in the military, we try to make this as easy as possible to help folks. So I'm not talking down to you guys, but some lady out there is trying to help a neighbor and she doesn't know anything. And I want to make it easy enough for her to be able to go, Albert, you're the right person, and you got the right process to make this right for my neighbor buddy. So that's why it says on the quiz, it'll say, or currently says, but you guys don't see it. Are you doing this for yourself or someone else? And that someone else could be family member, neighbor, coworker. I hear it all the time from folks. So I'm just trying to make this as easy on folks as possible, because it's a dramatic process. It's an emotional process. So I'm trying to make it easy. If people get too stressed from the very beginning, this is what you guys tell me all the time. Albert, I know there's a lot out there. Just tell me what to do. Okay, that's why I've got different checklists. So the words that I use with my book coming out here, which by the way, it's not my book, it's your book. So the first 5 fucks to give. It is a checklist and a guide, and it will tell you to turn the page, move on. It'll tell you to take the go make sure you see the top 10 checklist. Start working on yourself today, because money is the one thing you cannot buy back. No amount of money is going to make up for lost time and lost arguments and lost opportunities. Us older folks are trying to help you guys out. That's also why I want you to go to the groups, so that you can start participating there. All right, guys, I'm about 10 minutes. So I know I told you more than 3 things, but that's the point of this. Top 3 thing. I just need you guys to know better. Let me get you over that knowledge funnel so that you can start working on, oh my gosh, this is crazy. And I try to put my hand on the back of your head because you're going to get whiplash from the amount of information I'm going to tell you that's so fucking life-changing, and that you've been robbed, and you're being robbed right now. Evil is taking from you. So no time like now to flip that positive switch and get back on track. All right, gang, have a good weekend. We'll see you next week.